this military response was awaited. And today we have done just that. In Uri, for the first time, we made a foray across. And as you said, I was a co-commander, so I'm well aware that what we did is multiple raids, but shallow, to the terrorist hideouts, to the terrorist camps, very close to the LOC, 2, 3, 4 kilometers. Then in 2019, when Pulwama happened, we lost 40 CRPF Jawans, so we did a precision airstrike deep inside Pakistan, but again at a terrorist camp at Balakot. Now, this time round, what is different is that on the earlier two occasions, it was conducted as a surprise operation and announced later. But this time round, the Prime Minister had announced that we will not only get at the terrorists, but also at the terrorism infrastructure, even if it is across the border. And this is what we have done. Precisely that has been done. In these attacks, we've just heard the briefing given by the Foreign Secretary and the defense officers from Army and Air Force. And it has been pointed out very clearly that 21 such sites have been hit. And what is more significant is they're not only in POK, they are also in Punjab. Punjab, as we know, is the heartland of Pakistan. Murid Ke, one of the sites which is hit, is 30 kilometers outside Lahore. And it is the headquarters of Lashkar-e-Taiba that has been hit, LET. And similarly, Bhabalpur, the headquarters of Jaish-e-Mohammed, which is 100 kilometers, over 100 kilometers from the border. So, Muzaffarabad, the headquarters of Hizbul Mujahideen, and several other such places have been hit. So I think this is punitive, but it is also a very strong statement. It is also non-escalatory because no civilians have been targeted, no military installations have been targeted. And I think there lies our measured response. The onus now will be on Pakistan.
Do you believe, however, more is coming, sir? Because in the Indian government briefing a while ago, they spoke about it being an ongoing operation. 21 camps hit, you're right, of course.
When you say ongoing, the LOC is heated up already over the last 2 weeks. Today, Pakistan this morning has intensified its shelling and firing across the line of control. And in Punch, we've lost a few lives. But civilians, sadly, they don't have a regard to, hitting civilian localities. Earlier figure said 3, somewhere I heard 7. And just before coming in, I also heard a figure of 10. I'm not very sure because this is something in progress. So large number of civilian casualties. So LOC duels will go on. When you say ongoing, I'm getting back to that point. So it is going to be ongoing. There is also, we expect some retaliation. Pakistan will be forced to do something. We have to see what. After Uri, after the surgical strike, they did nothing and said, no, there was no raids. They were only from across the border shelling and missiles, etc. So they didn't sort of own it up and they didn't do anything.
But after Balakot, they did.
After Balakot, they did. That's what I'm coming to that. So after Balakot, they did. What did they do? They actually came a little inside and dropped bombs at some places. Fortunately for us, they didn't hit any military targets, though they were dropped at military installations just inside the LOC. But we lost a plane in that fight. And our pilot, Abhinandan Varman, actually ejected in Pakistan territory. But within 48 hours, they had to sort of backpedal and backtrack. And so that's a different story. So I'm saying there was some engagement. This time round, deep inside, including Punjab, several locations hit. They will be forced to do something now for their public because the videos that we are seeing in the social media over the last 10 hours or so are all coming from Pakistan. They are making the videos, the social media, the fires are raging, the masjid has been demolished, the cement chunks hanging down from the floor, from the roof. So all this, they have to do something. We'll have to wait and watch as to what they do. That is why it is ongoing. But we need to also keep a check on the escalatory ladder, and we'll talk about that.
Right. And that's exactly where I was coming to. Pakistan has, of course, vowed to respond. How
Yeah.
far can India go as far as the escalation metrics is concerned?
So let me put it the other way around. How far can Pakistan go?
True.
Because now we have to look at, because India will only go as far as Pakistan goes, because we said we've done this. This is in response to Pahalgam, and others are ongoing, that diplomatic, economic, and political measures. Now, how far can Pakistan go? We are talking now. I restrict myself to military alone.
Hmm.
Now, Pakistan does not have wherewithal to have, let alone protracted, a short war. It doesn't have ammunition. It doesn't have money. So, how far can it go? Can it escalate into a full blown conflict? To my military mind, not really.